If you're someone who's sitting behind the desk for 8 to 12 hours out of the day and you're dealing with a deep, dull, achy, painful hip, and you've been told that your piriformis is tight and that you should just stretch it, but this stretching, it's not getting you anywhere, it could be because you're solving the wrong problem. And and I'm not saying that stretching is bad or it's wrong. It's just that stretching isn't going to help you in your current situation. And advice that I hear all the time from people is if you have a tight, painful, achy hip, or even if you have sciatic symptoms or shooting or numbness or tingling down your leg, it automatically means that your piriformis is tight and that the solution is to stretch it. But a lot of times that's not going to fix the problem, especially if you're someone who sits down all day. Before we dive deeper into this video, quick disclaimer, nothing that I'm saying is medical advice. This is just experiences that I've come across helping people with hip and lower back pain for over 8 years. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. And if you want a definite diagnosis, please go see your medical doctor. And if you've never seen a video before, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Elijah, and over 8 years, I've been helping people with hip and lower back pain. And in this video, I'm going to go over the 2 different types of piriformis syndromes and potentially what could help you if stretching your piriformis it's not getting you anywhere. So the first type of piriformis syndrome is shortened piriformis syndrome, and all that means is that the muscle is stuck short from being in a position of external rotation for a long period of time. Excuse me. And the second type of piriformis syndrome, which isn't really talked about much, is long piriformis syndrome. And basically what that means is the piriformis is stuck in a lengthened position. And with people who sit in the office all day, your hips are completely stuck and locked in a state of flexion and internal rotation. And when that happens over a long enough period of time, let me explain it actually. So your piriformis and your deep hip rotators, they bring the hip out. And basically when they contract, it's going to bring these 2 pieces together. But when you're in a lengthened position for your piriformis, when you're sitting down, it's going to be like this. It's going to stretch out. And it's going to be like this all day while you're sitting. And over time, your muscle, the piriformis, is going to lose its ability to contract. And when that happens, your muscle is going to think that there's instability going on with the hip. And when that happens as well, the fascia around the piriformis and the hip, it's going to densify, or it's basically just going to thicken. So that's what leads to that tight or stiff feeling that you feel in your hip. And the reason why stretching isn't helping with your piriformis syndrome or your sciatica or the deep, dull, achy pain that you feel in your hip is because you're trying to stretch a muscle that's already lengthened. So the solution to this isn't to stretch more, it's to actually activate the piriformis and the deep external hip rotators and activate it, and you want to basically gain control of it as well. And what I've found to work for me and other clients who have been dealing with the lengthened piriformis syndrome is a pigeon pose, but instead of going into the stretch in the pigeon pose, you're going to push that working leg into the ground and you're going to lift your hips up. Now this works because when you're in the pigeon position, the hip that you're working on is already going to be in a externally rotated position. And by pushing that leg and ankle into the ground and lifting your hips up off the ground, it's going to cause those deep hip rotators and the piriformis to contract. And that's going to help activate and gain more control of the hip rotators. So if you are someone who has been dealing with piriformis syndrome or sciatica or just a deep, dull, achy pain in your hip, and you've been stretching for a long time, but it's not getting you any long-lasting results, try doing the pigeon pose into a shin box. Try it for a week, and you should feel some good results.